Confessions of a Salesman, Funny Side of Selling by Clive Banson. This is another true story from my life in direct sales part of the series Confessions of a Salesman, and stories from the front line of selling during my time selling adjustable beds for a company called Craftmatic. Part of the demonstration involved asking the customer to lie down on their own bed, and usually that involved demonstrating in their own bedroom during the demonstration. I would explain how the adjustable mechanism could improve comfort and circulation. I would pop up the pillows and demonstrate. On one particular appointment, the lady of the house explained that she really needed to feel how the mattress behaved when someone else lay beside her. She said she wanted to know if the springs moved when her husband turned over. I asked how big her husband was. "About your size," she replied. Now, I weighed around 17 stone at the time, so apparently I was the closest available substitute. So there I was, lying on the bed next to the customer, explaining how the adjustable bed worked. Everything was going perfectly well. Then suddenly, the door opened. A man walked into the room and stared at the scene in front of him. For a moment, he said nothing. Then he shouted across the room, "What are you doing in bed with my wife?" Now, that is not a question any traveling salesman expects to answer during a sales presentation. I quickly tried to explain that we were demonstrating the benefits of adjustable beds and that his wife needed someone roughly his size to test the mattress. Fortunately, once the situation was explained, everyone began laughing about it. But for a few seconds there, I genuinely wondered whether my sales career had just come to a very sudden and painful end. Looking back now, it's quite funny. At the time, however, it felt like the longest few seconds of my life. Because when you work in sales, you expect customers to ask difficult questions. You just don't expect them to ask that one. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe and come back for the next story.